I was about to execute someone executed me.
Wow, Landon, that's the first words of this fucking podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Tangent. Whoopsies. I accidentally invited somebody to the lobby I didn't mean to invite to the lobby. Kenyon, I'm joining your lobby.
Okay.
Kenyon, let me join your lobby, Kenyon. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Tan-Gentalmen podcast. As always, I'm your host, the Bardmeister, and I'm joined by my co-host, Anden, and today we're also joined by Kenyon Bobenian, because today we're talking about Spider-Man 2002, or the prequel to the best Spider-Man movie.
The second one?
Yeah, dude, Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man movie.
Yes.
So, opening thoughts, Landon. What do you think of
Good.
Spider-Man? I'm glad to hear that.
I can't see why it's probably one of the best, and I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, seen a video a while back that this is the most accurate to Spider-Man.
I wouldn't say it's the most accurate.
In comics?
I wouldn't say it's the most accurate.
I don't know. This is the only one that seems like he didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I mean. Okay, wait. Okay. So I thought my game froze.
Can you also do your bad story summary?
I will, but this is like just our opening thoughts. So bad story summary, I guess. Time, right?
Yeah, can I try mine very quickly?
Okay.
Teenage boy learns that he can shoot white stuff and starts shooting on white people, shooting on people during at night.
Old men in
hides his
costumes.
face. Yep. In alleyways.
Alright, my bad story summary. Teenager named Peter Parker gets bitten by a radioactive spider and uses his spider powers for selfish needs until he understands the meaning of responsibility. He's in love with this girl who starts dating his best friend. He graduates from high school, and some pretty gamer shit happens. 1 second, Kenyon, I'm in my settings. I have to turn off game audio.
Okay. I'll also do my bad summary. It's because it's Spider-Man.
Then he fights Green Goblin and wins.
Alright, my turn. Teenage boy, played by not-so-teenage actor, gets bitten by a radioactive spider. And he does WWE. Till he realizes that's not the way to go. That's not gamer. And his uncle dies. He gets to shoot white stuff on old men in costumes. And Green Goblin's like, Godspeed, Spider-Man. Then he dies.
Yep, that sounds about right.
That's
Yeah.
it. Green Goblin
Yeah.
dies.
Yeah, that's it.
Are we going through all the Spider-Man movies or just the
Just the
Raimi
first
trilogy?
Just the first. All we watched was the first Spider-Man. We'll probably watch all of them eventually, but
We could just stop at 3. Or Spider-Verse.
we gotta
Just do 3 Spider-Verse.
we gotta watch I need this to be billed. I need this to be crouch slide. There we go. So I'm playing on my computer, so I had to set my controls. Okay.
I am Audi.
Like are you like an Audi belly button?
Yes.
Okay. So, Spider-Man. Who wants to start talking about the movie? Landon, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first? Or does Kenyon want to start us off with some rousing?
Isn't this typically the part where you start off? But
Yeah, but if you want to start off, you can. I'm just being generous.
I have no idea how to start this off. I'm not used to starting this off. This is a lot of pressure.
Oh, oh god, oh fuck, oh jeez, oh fuck. Okay, I have a shotgun now, I can gamer.
Well, I guess I'll try to start. So, one thing I noticed about this movie compared to later on Spider-Man's is that you really notice that he doesn't want to be the superhero in this one. It's just more or less that he's put in this position.
Got the other one.
He's sort of forced into doing it.
Well, yeah. With great power comes great responsibility, Landon.
Yeah, he only does that after his uncle dies.
Yeah, well,
Up
because
until that point, he's being selfish.
because
Even during the superhero, he's still being selfish.
yeah, because like the thing. Well, he wasn't being Spider-Man until after his uncle died. Really, anyways.
Yeah. Well, he was Spider-Man the wrestler.
Yeah, but that doesn't. He's not like Spider-Man. Spider-Man. You know what I'm trying to say. I have 3 kills, by the way, Kenyon.
It's the human spider.
Yeah. No, I'm the human.
Oh, he's the human. I hate how we're in the same
That
way.
was perfect. That was perfect. Oh my god. So Landon,
What happened?
me and Kenyon both.
This whole thing.
Yeah, we'll explain. It'll make more sense once we we'll explain it after I'm done talking about the movie a little bit. But did you build this?
I did.
Okay. So basically, the key like theme of the Sam Raimi trilogy is that of responsibility, right? Peter.
I notice it's a lot more emphasis on this than compared to the later on ones.
Yeah, because the idea is that with great power comes great responsibility. Peter has the power to save people, to do good, so it's his responsibility to do so.
Yeah.
Because that's how it is. That's how it has to be. Now, Peter.
Well, it doesn't have to be. It just does.
It does. It's what it is. Like, if you have the ability to do something and you don't, that's your fault. I'm pretty sure Peter says that. Was that in the second one or the third one?
I mean, everybody has the ability to do something, but nobody does anything.
Yeah.
It's not considered our faults.
Well, it is. It is. If you had the ability, like if there was a guy that was like, trying to like do something bad, like say like shoplift, and you just said nothing and walked away, right? Is that not your fault for like seeing it and letting them shoplift?
I mean, the only person that's losing out is just the owner of the company, so that sounds pretty good to me.
But they're still stealing somebody else's property.
You're stealing from a rich person.
Who knows if they're rich? What if they're a small business? Wow, Kenyon, wow.
Well, then everybody
even
knows
like
you're a small business.
Never even tried it. Oh, this one? I like this one.
I guess it's
I've
up to you at
tried
that point. Yeah, I wouldn't be using, but I still wouldn't do anything.
Now, if you had like super strength, this is like a bigger example, and you could dodge bullets. If you were Spider-Man, if you had the powers of Spider-Man, and you had the power to like stop a crime, and you didn't, you walked away. How is that? You could have stopped it. You could have saved people's lives, but they died because
you can always stop stuff.
Yes, but Peter has the power to do it.
Everybody has power to do something.
I'm dead. I got killed by the alien from Aliens. I'm dead, guys.
Yeah, and I also noticed this is a slightly more darker one than the other.
Yeah, I every time I watch the movie,
it's only the new one that's like very lighthearted.
fucking MCU's superheroes suck because they don't play into the cool aspects of it. Like, I love this movie, and it's because shit happens, bad shit. Like fucking Green Goblin turns people into skeletons.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that was.
He like
There's also
bombs
another-
cities and kills innocent people. Also, Kenny, I noticed an inconsistency in the script or from other movies. In this
Yes.
one, he says that he got fired from his job because he was late, and he said he worked for Dr. Connors, as in Dr. Curtis Connors, who is his teacher in the third movie.
Oh wow.
As we all know, Dr. Curtis Connors is the Lizard.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Okay, so Danny Elfman is really bad at composing movies.
Yeah, dude.
Main theme for Spider-Man is, I love it. I listen to it all the time.
Dude, these movies in general are just bangers. Like,
Have you
certified.
watched? Sorry, just a little bit off topic. Have you watched the Batman?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, am I the only DC fan here?
No. Kind of is.
Oh, I used to watch the animated movies, but that was about it.
I'm the only more
Right.
major-ish DC fan. There's just nothing else. In this.
I'm not a big. I
I
don't
feel like
know.
that's a movie you'll like.
I'm not a big fan of superheroes. I like Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man
Because
is
of
real.
his actual story and
Yeah.
well, to be fair, I think it's because only his movies are actually done well. That's probably why you don't like superhero movies.
Man, I just like Spider-Man, dude. Ever since I was a baby. Like, I was raised watching the first 3 Spider-Man movies.
I was born when the second.
Yeah. Me too, Kenyon.
Aren't
It's
we
also
all?
the same year the DS came out, too.
Spider-Man DS crossover.
Yep, it's in the lore. Fuck, I almost pickaxed this guy, but he's gonna finish me. Kenyon, help me. Kenyon. Grab one shot. Finish him. Pickaxe him to death. Suck his dick. What?
It's time too late for that.
How did you go what?
Anyways,
Between the nearest thing. Oh, never mind.
yeah.
Oh, I hear him.
I don't know. The idea of responsibility is one, like, I didn't really fully get it till I was older, but I feel like part of me when I was younger understood, because I've I don't know, like I've adopted it kind of almost as a personal motto in a way. Like, those are words to live by, in my opinion. Because when you have, like, if I had enough money, I'd like to think I would use it not just for selfish things. Donating to charities
Probably.
and, you know, feeding people. Because if I have $100 million, what's the point of buying, like, a house that I will never see, that I have to sprint to the other end in order
That
to
means
see?
still more stuff in it.
Oh yeah, like I need a 5-story mansion for my DS. Actually, maybe I do. Lennon, you've talked me into it. Sorry, starving African children. I have to. I need a room for each DS that I own.
You have a very weak will. Some power and responsibility, but you changed in one sentence.
I barely took any
You don't-
notes.
You don't even have money yet.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
It's true, pal.
The thing is, you're not.
I am. I only need one DS room. Okay. If I.
You mean one for each Nintendo Switch and Nintendo era.
Yeah.
Well, you're
Yeah.
dodging all my punches.
Yep.
More accurate.
More accurate. Let's recreate that kissing scene from the movie.
Okay.
All right.
That's not. I don't remember him doing finger. When MJ powered up.
Yep.
Also, is it required for every single Spider-Man movie for Mary Jane to fall?
I think so. At least once. Mary Jane's not in the Amazing Spider-Man trilogy, or not even trilogy, 2 movies. Oh my God! It's Venom.
Oh, you're not supposed to be here until 3.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay,
They're drop trotting when I have my back to them.
But so there's Spider-Man, right? He's Spider-Man. He's really cool. I like to say one thing that like always it's kind of low key, but the action in this movie isn't like crazy, but I think it's still really good. The action, like there's
Yeah,
like
it just isn't a very action oriented.
no, like I don't.
More of a
No, like that's what I think is like kind of I kind of miss for the like modern superhero movies and stuff is they focus way too much on like the action and comedy to really, you know, tell a compelling story.
well because that doesn't seem to appeal with the modern audience, and they sort of give it up on that.
But everybody
It's sounding like they may go back to the old ways and actually hiring proper directors and other stuff.
I mean like
Like
the biggest new movie, like the biggest Spider-Man, the biggest superhero movie since Avengers Endgame was Spider-Man No Way Home.
yeah, because it was important. And it tied everything from the previous franchise together.
Stop moving!
Whoops.
This is so chaotic. Who designed this map?
Oh, monkeys. Your mom? Got him. I'm bad to the bone.
You actually spawn in front of people.
We should probably move.
Yes.
I still think Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin is maybe the greatest casting decision in superhero movie history. Like, it's so good.
What? Green Goblin?
Just Willem Dafoe's acting in this movie as Norman Osborn and the Goblin. The voice.
Yeah, I don't think he's the best, but I think he's good.
Dude, his voice, his fucking, like, especially, like, in No Way Home, like, the way he twists his face and shit was so, like, I wish they had it in this movie more.
I mean, have you seen, The Dark Knight?
Yeah, I've seen the Joker, Heath Ledger's Joker. I almost said Jared Leto's Joker, and I almost fucked up really badly. I would have been killed.
You were almost by Landon.
Yeah. I liked Heath Ledger's, or Jared Leto's. Fuck, I fucked it up. I was trying to be ironic.
You mean
I'd be shot at.
Morbin time, guys?
It's Morbin time.
You know, I watched that movie and I can't believe that was an actual line because I've never actually seen it. I don't remember that.
I thought it was a joke, like to make like he's like a Power Ranger or whatever, like it's Morphin time or something. But then it turns out it's actually a line in the movie, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Is it an actual line?
Yeah, it's
line?
an actual line in the movie.
Oh my gosh! I thought it was a joke.
No,
as well.
it's not a joke. I
I
spent the entire movie on my phone, and I didn't think it was that boring. Mostly because I spent it entirely on my phone.
That ruins the experience.
You can probably Google it. It's pretty sure it's when he's testing out his powers.
It's Morbin time. Like, oh my god, it's so stupid. I love it.
Yeah.
He really knows how to pick the superhero movies, doesn't he?
Yep. Dude, I want to see Nicolas Cage as the new Superman.
Yeah, I wonder who they're going to recast.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully Nicolas Cage.
Oh, and apparently he's not returning in Spider-Verse 2, but that's unrelated.
Yeah, but it also doesn't look like they're bringing back any other characters other than Spider-Gwen.
Also, we've been off topic this entire
What's
time.
they renamed Spider-Gwen in the comics? What'd they change her name to again? It was something stupid.
I'm assuming Ghost Spider or Spider.
Yeah, Ghost Spider or something like that. Ghost. No, it was Ghost Spider. It was like Ghost Spider Gwen or some shit.
Funny.
I don't know. It was some. It was
It's
dumb.
probably because it's not a good idea to have your name and your superhero name.
Well, she goes by Spider Woman in the universe. I'm pretty sure. I want to see the Gwenpool movie, starring Emma Stone. I'd watch that. Would you watch that, Kenyon?
I don't know, maybe.
I'd watch that. Anyways, yeah, we're a little off topic, but this is a Tan-Gentalmen podcast, so when are we on topic?
Could be when we're talking about the movie.
I really like the scene where Goblin and it was Goblin and fucking so Peter had just gotten bit, right, and he went home and he passed out on the floor, and then because he's going through his metamorphosis while he's sleeping, and to contrast that, Goblin, like Norman, is also going through his metamorphosis in the chamber at the same time.
Yeah. That it?
Well, I think it was a really neat decision to like contrast both moments together. The other guy's behind the tree. Nice job.
Yes, the hero and the villain are created the same night.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really say that's an amazing contrast.
No, I think it works well because as a Spider-Man fan, the best Spider-Man villains are the ones that are connected to Peter in some way. The ones that leave the most impact are Otto and Norman and stuff because they all have that personal connection to Peter. And having that contrast of them both being made the same night, like they're like basically almost made in the same way. They're both being like genetically engineered, basically. Also, I found it weird that they mentioned like the camo spider because I'm assuming that's where Miles gets his ability from. His invisibility.
Which spider?
They were like spiders change their color to like match the habitat or whatever. That's like a Miles Morales power, as well as his shocky stuff.
Yeah, that also sort of reminds me of the detail. Basically, all the first three spiders that were explained are all the ones that are all the powers that Peter has.
Yeah, all of those spiders are all the powers. Like
We're going out of ring.
No, the first three.
Well, it was because it was the one that had like the Spidey sense, the Spidey sense one. Then there was the enhanced reflexes or whatever, the jumping, and then the super tensile strength web. Also, I'm sure you already know this, but this is the only Spider-Man that has natural web fluid, like in the movies or whatever.
And in comics. He doesn't have it in the comics.
I'm sure there's a comic iteration out there with where he has it.
I'm pretty sure
MTV Spider-Man.
Movie.
Yeah. I want them to bring the wall into canon, into main canon, guys.
Stilt Man, Frog Man.
The big wheel needs to come back.
What wheel?
What?
What wheel?
The big wheel.
What's the big
The
wheel?
Louis Tricycle?
Yeah. No, there's a Spider-Man villain. He was like a guy who was like a rich dickhead who like tried to kill himself or whatever because he was being blackmailed, and then And then that's not the right gun, but I still stuck him with it anyway. Who tried to kill himself because he was being blackmailed, but he survived, and then he became a bad guy in a giant like wheel costume.
You actually spent all that time to kill me.
Well, it doesn't sound as bad as Kite Man.
Nah, dude. I think the Wall is the better Spider-Man villain. Just saying.
I mean, what about Condiment King? Batman.
Yeah, the Wall
He'll
though.
ketchup and mustard at you.
Yep, but the Wall.
What about Frogman, where Power says he jumps really high?
I gotta get my. I dropped my shotgun. I picked up a pistol somewhere.
Yeah.
Sorry. Damn it, we're doing really good too. I don't know, there's just a lot of dumb superhero villains, but I kind of love them, honestly. I want to bring the Wall into actual freaking stuff. Kenyon, ready up, and if you're not ready up, I'll return to the lobby.
What about Demolition Man?
Yeah.
It's not a
Demolition
movie.
Man is a guy who's supposed to... He only exists to look like Daredevil.
Okay, my game's glitching. I'm returning to the lobby. Yeah, I don't know. I like... Oh, my neck. Oh, there we go. I like this movie a lot. Willem Dafoe is great in Green Goblin. I also like... J.K. Simmons was like the perfect choice for J. Jonah Jameson. I also...
He's generally iconic, isn't he?
Yeah. I also like the part where... And this is like... Something they don't do enough in the modern iterations of his character. You know, give him moments where he's not just a dickhead. Like, in both Spectacular Spider-Man, like, when he's like, where's the guy who takes the photos of Spider-Man? He's like, I don't know, things come in the mail, no address. Shit. Right?
And that was
You mean
immediately
really
after
protects
Peter
Peter?
leaves.
Yeah. They do the same thing, like in Spectacular Spider-Man. He's being held by Venom, and he's like, I don't know who he is. Or, yeah, Rhino. It's like, I don't know who he is. He sends them in by email, all anonymous. As he's like signaling to Peter to leave. Or was it the 90s cartoon when his wife was gunned down by a masked assailant, so he hates people who hide their identity behind a mask to do things?
I actually watched that last night.
Nice, dude.
Well, it seems like a good actual story thing to dive into.
Yeah, one thing I hate is I love Flash Thompson.
Why?
Oh my god. Because in the comics and in some of the cartoons, he's an actual character. He's not just a bully.
You mean in like the Amazing Spider-Man?
Well, kinda in the Amazing.
Venom?
He doesn't become Venom in the Amazing. You mean like the movies?
No, Ultimate Spider-Man.
Indeed.
Well, in most of them, he becomes Venom, or he gets like Venom powers, or
I don't know,
Agent
is it
Venom.
Amazing Spider-Man or Ultimate Spider-Man?
I think it's
The one where he teams up with Shield and there's White Tiger.
Oh, that was
Iron
Ultimate
Fist.
Spider-Man. He became Agent Venom in that bad show.
Really? Yeah, I like that show.
Clearly.
I also like that show.
I've seen a couple episodes. It was very unfunny and just really bad pacing.
Yes.
Then you probably see the wrong episodes then. Well, then again, I didn't know much about Spider-Man other than in that show.
They're also
so.
forced to learn lessons about friendship and family, and immediately next episode they forget it.
And they're just
And go
dickheads.
back-
They're all
Yeah,
dicks to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's like they're like Spider-Man. You got to train these new fucking kids or whatever, right? And then, but Spider-Man's the same age as they are. It's not like he has that much more experience in life than them or being a superhero.
How am I first?
Spectacular Spider-Man is still the best Spider-Man.
No, is that
If you have to watch a Spider-Man, anything that's not a movie, watch Spectacular Spider-Man. It's on Disney Plus because they're rubbing salt in my wounds. But it's genuinely great. Flash is a character. I don't know.
What does he do in this?
What
makes him an actual
Spider-Man?
character in this?
He's not just a generic one-note bully. He admits when he's wrong. He's actually semi-noble. Like, when Aunt May gets sick and is in the hospital and Peter's off doing Spider-Man stuff. Because, like, the key thing about that show is when Peter, like, ruins his life by being Spider-Man, like, all of his friendships, his relationships, everything, are ruined by the fact that he's, you know, Spider-Man, right? And... Kenya, there's two people on me. They're coming at me.
Have fun.
Thanks, I will. I'm dead. Wow.
I was in there right behind.
Yeah.
Like, I came in 5 seconds after.
Yeah.
I wasn't halfway across.
Mm-hmm. Anyways. So, like, this is one of, like, the best thing is, like, Flash is, or, like, Aunt May gets sick and stuff, and Peter's too busy doing Spider-Man shit, and he comes in, and Flash is like, you know, Peter, it's pretty low, dude, I get it, you're busy with all this shit, but Aunt May is sick and shit, you're not there, she's your aunt. I came to the hospital to see her, not you. Or, when Dr. Curtis Connors turns into the Lizard, Peter, as Spider-Man, takes photos and sends them to the Daily Bugle under, you know, his name, Peter Parker. And under his name, like, Peter Parker, sends them to the Bugle. And all of his friends, including, like, his childhood friend and Gwen's older brother in this universe, what's his face? Fucking, oh my god, why am I, Eddie Brock. I don't know why I could have got Eddie Brock. But,
Siblings?
it wasn't it they were, or whatever, they were, like, really close or whatever. Because Eddie was older than them. But Eddie was...
a year or two.
Yeah, well, he's in college. But Eddie is like, I hate you, Peter. You left and then took photos while the situation was going on and didn't fucking save him. Like, and didn't do anything. Didn't help. It was all up to Spider-Man, but because they don't know he's Spider-Man. But, like, Peter's trying to balance social life and stuff, and, like, Flash just calls him out on being a dickhead. And even, like when Harry wins them the championship by taking performance enhancers, and everybody finds out about it, Flash is the person who tells, like, the team is like, should we tell people? And Flash immediately goes and tells, like, the council gets their award taken away because they didn't win it, you know, because of, like, their team and stuff. Like, Flash, they won because Harry cheated. I'm dead. And Flash just goes like, and even in, like, Amazing Spider-Man, the best we got was when Peter's like, not today, Flash, and he fucking slams him up against the locker, and then Flash is like, sorry about your uncle, dude. Which is a great scene. I just wish he was in the sequel. Like, that's why I don't know, I just like this Flash.
What would you say
he's
makes an actual character and a character?
Well, I mean, like, a good character is someone who does... Well, they serve a purpose. Like, Flash is just so one note in everything. Like, in the newer Spider-Man movies, he's just a dickhead. And then as soon as he finds out that Peter's Spider-Man, he's like, love you, Peter, we're best friends, right? Like, and that's it. That's his joke. Like, he doesn't serve any purpose other than that. But he has the potential to be one of the most interesting and well-developed characters in the Spider-Man lore, but they just don't do anything with him in the movies. A good character is
You're
somebody who
you're
should
one
serve
of
a
those
good
people who
purpose.
like those like friendship shows where everyone comes together in the end,
Flash doesn't really ever.
becomes friends, and
Well, yeah, that's some of that's. Well, if it's well written enough, yes. But Flash is. They're wasting the potential of his character.
He always thinks that the side characters need to be expanded on.
Well, because usually, when all the stuff that we read, the side characters are better than the main character.
I don't remember any side characters other than the main character.
The freaking. The gay guy and
Besides Hatter.
domestic girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
And the Hatter was interesting. I don't know. The Five definitely needed more expanding upon in Kung Fu Panda because they're like such key characters, but we know like basically nothing about any of them.
Well, you do. You just have to go through the other animated movies.
But that's not. But that's why should I have to do that?
Well, why should you have to do a movie about Poe?
I don't know. I like the Five. It's just because it's like they build them up as like this team and they're best friends, but we don't see them really do friend stuff.
Because the movie's not about them. I guess you could still include it with it.
Like that's like the B plot.
Yeah, well, you don't need a B plot and other stuff.
I don't know. I'm dead again, Kenyon. I'm being finished.
The
I'm
heck?
probably get annoyed with a bunch of the side characters getting more screen
I don't
time.
know how you hit a headshot, but you did. And that did one shot, too.
One Piece has like some of the best side characters in all of fiction because we understand where they're coming from and why their motivations matter. Because they're important enough to the plot to deserve that. I think if you want to build a believable world, having more people in it is better. Like I love fucking I love Spider-Man. I love it. This movie is one of like the best ever. Right. But I've like I don't know. I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man's great. It's and
You keep on saying it's good, but you don't say why it's good.
it is the move the cat because of the message, everything. I love it. It's like a near perfect fucking experience. It goes in, it sets up what we want to do. Like we understand Peter cares about Mary Jane, but we understand Mary Jane. We understand Harry Osborn. We understand these characters and like their relationships with their families, which is why we care about them. Like we wouldn't give a shit about MJ if she was just like whatever normal person, but because we know like her mom's not around and her dad's like an alcoholic and a dickhead and shit, right? When Peter's the first person and the only person to ever give her any sort of encouragement to chase her dream in her whole life, right? She's like beat down. Peter's that one person who's like supported her, who will always be there to help her no matter what. Like, and like when
Well, we only see one character support her.
well,
I imagine at least one or two teachers probably will.
I don't know. I mean, this is New York, Landon. The teachers are probably like 80, considering all the high schoolers are 20. Sorry. I like Harry. Harry and his father have like such a weird relationship, where Harry definitely cares about his dad, but like his dad's always been like kind of disappointed by Harry, and that's why like at the end, like near the end when you know he hugs his dad and is like, and he's like, I'm sorry, I fucked up. Even though he was like totally lying and shit because he's the Goblin, then He's like, he actually, he actually cares and shit. Like, he's, like, Harry cries because it's like the first time his father's ever like said anything positive to him, and then he ends the movie with like, I'm gonna fucking kill Spider-Man. Like, that's what's gonna happen. We're just set up.
Isn't that like, yeah. One thing I also noticed, they do set their stuff up really well for the next few movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I think the scene, like, the most triumphant scene in the whole movie is when, because Goblin's whole speech is like, they'll hate you, in spite of all of what they've done in spite of all of what you've done for them, they'll hate you. Like, they're never gonna, they'll leave you in the dust like they did for me. But then, at the end, when Peter's got to make his choice between saving Mary Jane and saving the kids, and he chooses both, the people of New York are there to help him. They're the ones who, save him from, like, losing, as they start attacking Goblin, throwing shit at him, right? Which disorients him and is what allows him to save the day. Because the people didn't abandon Peter. The Goblin, Norman was wrong. He wasn't. It was like, I don't know. It's just a really powerful scene for me. Like, I was like, it's the villain gets proven wrong in the end because he had given up on helping people and stuff. He was like, but Peter didn't, and the people of New York came to save him. They did the same thing in the Amazing Spider-Man 1. The first one or the second one when he helped the crane guy? I don't remember.
First one.
Yeah.
Ouchie, wouchie, I need help.
I'm here.
Hammers don't do damage, remember?
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to shoot him downward so we can light him up.
He did cover him. He's smart AI.
I gotta reload.
That's one thing I don't like about the new Call of Duty.
What's that, Landon?
You have to use other weapons to unlock stuff for your other weapons.
That makes no sense.
Yeah. So I have to use other weapons to unlock unlock attachments for my sniper rifle.
Dang, sucks to be you. You can have the gamer one. I got this one.
I'm not being so talkative. I just find I enjoy Spider-Man 2 more than Spider-Man 1.
Spider-Man 2 is better. It's
I barely remember anything from Spider-Man 1.
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's the only...
Okay. It's Peter's
What about I'm
actions.
something of a scientist myself?
I'm something of a scientist myself. I missed the part where that's my problem.
Oh yeah, I like how his choices in this movie actually do have consequences.
Yeah, because he
That affect the
didn't.
people around him.
Because he didn't stop the guy. He suffered the consequences. That's the big thing is. I'm talking about responsibility. Because Peter had the power and the capability to stop the robber. That's what led to Uncle Ben's death. Because he was being petty about not being paid. That was what led to his father dying. Because he's like, you've been like a son to me, now I've been like a father to you, be a son to me now. And then Peter's like, my father's name was Ben Parker.
Yes.
Gamer. And if you can't tell, I've seen this movie a lot. Oh god, that's another squad! There's 2 squads! Canyon, I'm dead. Okay, good, you died too.
Wait, what do you mean that's 2 squads?
I swear, because they like hammered somebody away from me, and then I got shot from behind. So I just thought there was 2 squads, but maybe I'm just stupid. Why am I watching my tier list video and not the podcast? Whoops.
I don't.
Oh. Kenyon, I'm sitting out for some reason.
Thanks for telling me. I would have been put in a match by myself. Also, it's not realistic at all. How are we supposed to believe that Peter, a 17-year-old kid, designed the best comic book suit in the history of comic book suit?
I don't know, man.
The best what?
Best comic book suit ever.
Kenyon, you don't understand, Kenyon. Parker doesn't like the webbed suit. He doesn't like the Tobey Maguire suit. He doesn't.
Where does he state this?
He said this when I was playing Spider-Man PS4. Right?
Okay.
He was like, I think the web suit looks bad. So, he's Parker stupid, right? He doesn't like the Spider-Man 2002.
Oh, your brother Parker.
Yeah.
I thought you said Peter in one of the movies said he didn't like the suit.
No, fucking Parker doesn't. My brother.
Also, the fact that he really tried to make money as a comic book artist. You see the stitches he made before he made the suit?
They're pretty lit.
Or the fact that he can sew perfectly. And where did he get the materials to make metal?
I don't know.
To put metal in the suit.
I mean, he has, like, glass and shit.
Yes, he steals materials from his class.
Yep.
I can't wait for Spider-Man 2 on the podcast, because I'd rather talk about that more than this.
Yeah. I mean, you also didn't watch the movie before coming on the podcast, but I just knew you liked it, so I'm sure you could have brought some stuff up.
Yeah.
Afterward,
It's swing.
yeah. It
When
looks fine.
Oh, there's this small detail they do with the camera to make it look more energetic.
Mm-hmm.
When he first gets bit and then starts swinging, the camera is stiff, it's low on the ground, minimal movements, and it slowly folds him. But after he masters Spider-Man and gets better at swinging, the camera's in the air with him, and it's following him as he goes up and down to make it more energetic. Also to show that he learned to become better as Spider-Man. That's about all I know for the first movie.
By the
His
way,
first suit was trash.
honestly, one thing that I noticed, was pointed out to me in a video once, and now I can't unsee it, is how unexpressive Peter's face is in that mask. Because underneath the mask, it's like a helmet thing, right? To keep that shape.
Face.
The big thing is, unlike in the newer iterations, Peter's mask like doesn't move at all when he talks. Like when he's yelling or anything, it's just like a static face. Like they don't move his head or anything. Like it's red versus blue. And that's like my biggest thing is it's kind of weird. It feels kind of uncanny to hear him like screaming, but you don't see his face move at all, or his like jaw like barely moves. Unlike with like Toby and them, they all, or not, Andrew and Tom, they're really expressive, and they use their body and especially like Andrew them, they use like their body and the posing to make up for the lack of like facial features and things.
Oh yes, crouch like you're good.
I died too. I died to me, Bully Maguire. Landon, once we finish all 3 Spider-Man movies, you can finally understand the Bully Maguire memes. I like Spider-Man, but Peter always forgets the part where that's his problem.
It's not even a Bully Maguire quote.
No,
everyone just the fandom just collectively decided that was a Bully Maguire.
Well, it's like it fits. I mean, well, it's just like general clips from all the movies and stuff, but they make him a dick. It's like, hey, Michelangelo, we gotta paint the kitchen when you get home. I missed the part where that's my problem. Teenagers, raging hormones. Or he's like, help! There's somebody else in the building. I missed the part where that's my problem. He leaves.
Yes, that was a very unfunny video. You said that about 30 times.
I still think my favorite is Man.
Yes.
Spider-Man trilogy, but he has no powers. The sum of $3,000 will be paid to... What's your name, kid? The Human. The Human? That's the best you got? Oh, that sucks. What was it? The Ultimate, the Spectacular, the Amazing Man!
What? They got my name wrong. It's the Human.
No,
the way Robin says it exactly like the video is amazing.
The Human?
The Human.
Or he's just getting beat up by the dude. The fucking cage match. My back. Oh, my back.
Also, yeah, the downside of having organic webs, he doesn't... It's not explained how he does the hand thing. You know how the...
Yeah.
You know when he's flipping his hands, his 2 fingers are pressing the button? He doesn't have to do that, but apparently he does.
Yeah, like...
They explain as that's the pose he has to do to shoot the
yeah, and it also,
that
like...
made no sense.
It shoots out, like, in between his 2 fingers and the one that's out, right? Like, when he shoots it, it goes down, kinda, and it shoots, like, in between the 2 fingers, like a hidden blade, almost. Because remember, they have to get their finger cut off in old Assassin's Creed in order to use the hidden blade. It's kind of like that.
It's only in the first one.
Well, it's in some of the older ones, like the ones that take place in ancient times or whatever. It's in the trailer for the new one. The guy gets his finger cut off.
Not doing it to avoid getting hit by the web. He has to do that pose.
I know, but it shoots out between like this weird gap in his fingers in that scene.
Oh.
Like it perfectly shoots out in between his 2 fingers that are down and the one that's pointing up, like his pointer finger. Kenyon, help, Kenyon, help, Kenyon.
Yes.
Kenyon, help, Kenyon. Behind you.
Ouch.
Uh-oh.
Here's some meds.
Thanks, Kenyon.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Don't see me. This is perfect.
They can't see me. I can't see them. That's because you're facing the rock. We should do Red vs. Blue on the podcast sometime.
Dude, it's been like 3 years since I watched.
It's a good show. I watched Eruption Fang's Red vs. Blue timeline video yesterday. Good video.
Nice.
Kenyon, you're being shot at.
Uh-oh, spaghetti.
Where are they? You're
That's only one.
one and only one. That's the theme song for Mod Psycho Season 3. Alright, Kenyon, I have 9 health.
Yeah.
I have a cake. I like... The soundtrack is great. The
I
caffeine...
didn't really.
I think I don't think there's any like specifically like outstanding tracks, but I think it was generally like really solid in conveying like the intensity of the scenes and stuff. I think the soundtrack is definitely better in the next two. The CGI in this movie isn't all that bad either for like, you know, early 2000s CG. There's definitely some like jank looking parts. Like when Peter's swinging or like jumping from the roofs when he first gets his powers or whatever. But overall, I don't think it's like I think it's still pretty good looking for the time, and even now it still holds up. Like it's not so bad that I don't believe it. Like it doesn't. Like everything feels like believable enough. I know that might sound kind of weird, but... Thought that a hero could save us. I'm not gonna send you away. Kenyon's calling. Something happened. Hello?
Hello? What happened?
I don't know. You're just not talking.
Well, I'm here in a party with Len. You're not here.
I'm here on my end. I am. Okay, I guess I'll leave and rejoin it. I actually opened up Facebook somehow.
What an eventful podcast, Brady.
So, what part did I cut out at?
Wait.
So
He's
what,
back.
So
Did
what?
this?
So what?
Yes.
What part did I like cut out at?
That's a good question.
I was talking about the CGI for like 2 minutes.
Oh, then we
I
heard
didn't
none
hear
of
any
that.
of that.
Okay, well, I said that the CGI in this movie isn't bad for the time. It still holds up pretty well today. Like, obviously, it's nowhere near as good as, like, the technology we have now. But, like, I still think it looks good enough to be believable to me. Like, I can tell when there's CGI. I think the only really jank-looking part is when Peter first gets his powers. He's jumping from, like, rooftop to rooftop. But they, like, made it extra blurry to cover that up. But overall, I don't think it's all that bad. What do you guys think?
I think the CGI is good.
Yeah.
I think it looks janky when they do human faces.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm talking about. Or like I don't know, the skeletons are weird. Like they look. It's like, yeah, I could tell it's a skeleton. It just looks kind of off. I'm missing all of my shots.
Yeah, me too.
I got
You know
one.
that scene where Peter actually catches everything in the cafeteria? He actually did. In real
Yeah,
life?
yeah. They did like that take like 200 times before he could get it.
Also, the fact that he accidentally whipped up his tray, left, everyone laughed at him, and then no one figured out that he's Spider-Man.
Yeah, literally. I'll be right back. I have to go poopies.
Are you still streaming?
Yes, I returned to lobbies, by the way.
Okay. How about we play Overwatch for the ending?
you want, I'm just playing competitive healing.
Oh, he left.
I don't have the brain power to do attack. I'm sure I can go back to quick play.
Oh, who's your favorite character in the Spider-Man movie? To keep that.
Spider-Man.
Okay.
You're expecting something else or something?
No.
Brady's more or less the character person that's interested in side characters. Main character's boring, I probably won't watch the movie.
That is true. Personally, I like Harry a lot. The fact that he's a sore loser who's only friends with peers that he gets carried through high school is funny.
Well, who? Uh, the friend?
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't really do much.
Also, the fact that James Franco looks like he's actually related to Willem Dafoe. That was perfect casting.
Hey, I don't know their names,
Oh,
much less their character names.
the bad guy and his son.
Oh, those guys.
Yeah. Also, I think it would have been better if they were the trilogy off in college and not in high school because the casting, everyone's like 20 years old. They're supposed to be playing 16, 17-year-olds.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they'd
Like,
be 18 because they're out of high school.
holy, holy, growing up adults in teenage clothes is a little weird, especially Flash.
I just blamed it on the 2000 look. 'Cause this movie feels slightly how it would look like in a normal 2000 movie.
Yes, I agree. Especially the first one. It feels
'Cause it
very
really-
early 2000s.
It does. That's one of the main things I noticed.
Tom Holland looks young enough to be a teenager, but still.
Well, they can't exactly. Well, pretty sure Tom Holland looks the youngest.
Yeah.
I think the oldest, the youngest would be Tom McGuire. Well, Toby McGuire. Well, then Andrew Garfield, then Tom Holland being the youngest. I took a healer. I almost killed their tank. And
I'm trying to think of other movie related things to talk about.
well, I don't have much. I don't know much about the Spider-Man lore. Like I said, I'm probably more of a DC fan. I was
Yeah.
tempted to compare it to like Batman's villains. Because I feel like one thing that Spider-Man has compared to other Marvel villains, or other superheroes that's similar to Batman, they have the most memorable villains.
It's true.
How many Marvel MCU villains can you name that aren't Spider-Man villains?
Winter Soldier, I think.
One.
Whiplash.
Two. Which one is that one? That Iron Man?
He's, yeah.
Okay. Two. Second one?
Like you see in the MCU, there's also Baron Zemo.
Baron who?
Baron Zemo.
Yep. Which one is that one from?
I believe he shows up in Civil War first.
Okay.
And obviously there's Thanos.
Yep. Five.
Obadiah Stane from the first Iron Man. A Mandarin. The Vulture. Oh wait, no, he's a Spider-Man villain. Oh, you're right. A lot of them are really forgettable.
Yeah. What about Spider-Man villains?
Okay, so there's Mysterio, Vulture, Doc Ock, Scorpion, Green Goblin, Sandman, Venom.
See how fast that was? And let's compare to something like Batman. Do you remember any Batman villains?
I'm back.
Yes, there's
Although we're just talking about
Scarecrow,
how villains
Someone
make the movie better.
Joker.
Talking about what? Who? What?
How villains make the movie better.
Yeah.
I asked Kenyon to name how many MCU villains can you name? He got 7. And it took
Adrian.
about half the time to get Spider-Man villains.
Adrian Toomes. Mysterio.
How many can you name that aren't Spider-Man villains?
Thanos. Ironmonger. Whiplash.
2, 3,
Mandarin.
4.
Which is Ultra Chikillian is what I say, because the Mandarin's the bad guy in Shang-Chi. So Ultra Chikillian, the Mandarin, fucking Red Skull. Then would you count Winter Soldier as bad guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck. What's his name now? Oh my god, I can't think of his name. The guy from Civil War, the fucking...
Baron Zemo.
Yeah, Zemo.
I mean, if you can't name him, then he's pretty forgettable then.
Well, I mean, I know the character because I like him in the comics. I just couldn't remember his name. Baron Zemo, Loki. Loki's bad guy in like 3 different movies. Malekith. What is his name? Malekith or Malachi? I can't remember. But it's the bad guy from the Dark World, the Dark Elf guy. It's one of those two.
Well, if you can't name him, then you don't.
I think it's Malachi. I think it's Malachi. Then you got Hera. I think that's Thor's sister from Thor 3. Hela. I'm not gonna remember names, Landon. You know that. Then.
Well, you named a lot more to Kenyon.
I'm still working on it.
Well, how many Spider-Man villains can you name?
Adrian Toomes is the Vulture. Dr. Otto Octavius is Doc Ock. Norman Osborn is the Goblin. But then you've also got Shocker, Prowler, Kingpin. You've got Tombstone.
But he's more of a Daredevil villain.
Kingpin?
Yeah, Kingpin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kingpin's like a big boy villain, I feel like
He is in New York. I'm pretty sure he's more Daredevil.
well, also Spider-Man's also in New York. I feel like he's more of a New York villain because everybody kind of comes in contact with
My warthog. I still have it.
him. Then Kingpin.
You already named him.
Silver Sable's more of an anti-hero, I guess. I said Tombstone, Hammerhead, The Wall, Big Wheel. You got I think I already said the Shocker, Sandman.
And I'm pretty sure you already named more than the MCU ones.
Well, yeah, because I like Spider-Man.
Yeah. And he also has pretty memorable villains.
Well, there's also, for every, like, big memorable one, there's also some, like, not so memorable ones.
Like Morbius.
Yeah.
He's literally unknown until the movie.
I'm surprised none of you guys said Venom.
Well, I don't really. Well, Venom's not really a bad guy a lot of the time anymore.
I have said Venom.
Well, we consider the Winter Soldier one, so...
I guess. Carnage.
Oh, that Venom villain.
Spider-Man fights Carnage.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's part of Venom villain.
Well, he's a symbiote, but they, like, team up to fight him and shit, because he's like... Are you just going off of the movie?
Well, I guess so, yeah. 'Cause I'm pretty sure... Actually, my point was is just that Spider-Man has a lot more memorable villains than MCU.
Yeah.
Than other villains in the MCU. And that was going to be my comparison, like, Batman. 'Cause I can name a lot of Batman villains.
The Riddler. Killer Croc. Joker.
Yep.
Mud Guy.
Clayface, you mean?
Clayface, yeah. Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, maybe Catwoman, depending on whatever. The bad guy in the Lego
Whatever she
game.
feels like it.
Yeah. That's about it.
I was
for
going to
me.
name it off, but you already took it. Did I start naming them?
Okay.
Joker, Victor Zsasz, Clayface, Killer Croc, Killer Frost. I think Deadshot might be that one.
I guess
Deathstroke
I guess I'm gonna
Mask
go
there.
play Balloons.
Deathstroke. Why am I forgetting the one guy's name? The guy who has the last Earth. Why am I forgetting his name?
The guy who
Ra's
has
al
the-
Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul, yes. Scarecrow. Well, Scarecrow. Scarecrow. Hugo Strange. Riddler. Penguin. Two-Face. I knew I was forgetting some of the major ones. Poison Ivy, Catwoman,
Epic Games.
Kite Man, Condiment King.
By the way, somehow I accidentally copy and pasted some like shortcuts on my desktop. So I have 4 Genshin Impacts on my fucking desktop, and I don't know how to fix it.
Funny.
I know.
Your Genshin Impact player?
No, I actually haven't loaded. I mean, I played like 4 hours of the game, and it was pretty fun. Epic. I'm looking for Epic Game Store.
It'll probably be almost like the same reason I play as a lane, just to collect waifus, and as soon as I get all of them, I just quit the game.
Mm. Not gonna damn away. God. Let the voice of love take you higher, guys.
Okay, is there anything else about Spider-Man? Because I feel like I have other stuff. I'm just not looking at my notes right now.
Look at your notes. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
I mean, that's a competitive match. Don't judge me.
Okay.
Okay, I'm good. I can probably look at it. To be fair, most of my notes isn't really that big. Oh yeah, that scene where he cut out everything took around 100 takes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, surprised Peter didn't test how strong the web was before he jumped off the building.
You know what? Good point.
Maybe he was suicidal.
Yeah.
I
He
mean,
had really
we
bad
do see him
life.
get bullied a lot, so.
I mean, we've seen the Bully Maguire memes. No, Uncle Ben. I'm in love with Mary Jane. No more.
No more. Man,
I?
stop sipping. Iron Man.
This is the one that I've noticed really focuses on the morals of Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Great other ones.
This is who I am. My curse. What was it? This is... Forever, I will miss the part where that's my problem.
With great
Who am
power
I?
comes great responsibility.
I missed the part
This is
where...
my gift. This is my curse. Don't remember the rest.
Who am I? And then it cuts to Spider-Man.
Oh,
I think.
Yeah.
That's just how it ends. I love the one where he's like, who am I? You sure you want to know? I missed the part where that's my problem.
I also had in my notes one here. This is probably the only time where a childhood wins until I seen the ending.
Yeah. Of course they were gonna get together. I mean, I bet in Spider-Man 4 we would have had, the Mephisto show up.
Another movie to save her.
They would have done One Last Day or whatever from the comics.
One More Day.
One More Day. I was watching a video where a guy made a joke where he's like, "I bet did he and with the wall?" And he's like, "Did he and Peter get together? Did they bang? Did they have a storyline called One Last Wall or One Last Brick?" When Satan made them split up. It was like the dumbest fucking comic arc ever. I missed the part where that's my problem.
Why are you guys so fixated on that one line?
It's a great line. I don't know.
actually, it's just great.
I like that line a lot. I still think... Oh, they also had like the most iconic scene in like movie history, which is when with the upside down kiss. I don't know.
Oh, I thought that would have been. I'm something of a scientist myself.
Something of a scientist myself. So many good
Oh,
lines.
Widow is not very good compared to their Widow.
I don't know. I feel like what it kind of makes up, it's so quotable, this movie. I don't know why, but it's like forever, like scenes and stuff. Ever since I was a kid, like they live just rent free in my heart. Like there's, like I don't know what it is, but like I'll never get over some of like it's just the deliveries are just so perfect. They're just funny. I don't know.
I feel like you're also looking through it heavily through nostalgia eyes.
Probably, yeah. I fucking love this movie, Landon. It's a huge part of my childhood. It's part of what, basically, my moral structure was founded by this movie. Okay? Like, these two movies. I loved the third. The third one's, when I rewatched it, I really liked the Spider-Man 3. I don't know. I don't know. I would say it's probably the weakest of the trilogy, but it's still, really good. I feel like it's overhated.
I don't know where my moral values came from. I feel like it came from the internet.
Okay, so you're just stupid. Land doesn't have moral values, guys.
Yeah, probably.
Is that why you don't have a personality?
Probably.
He admitted it, guys.
I guess the closest thing come from me, my personality or morals from would be from Batman.
Batman, Schmatman. Spider-Man's cooler.
Is it the Bale movies?
I'm Batman.
You know, I'm pretty sure I didn't watch the Christian Bale movies until like after I watched the original ones.
Oh,
Like the really bad ones from back in the day.
Those are,
I don't like back.
I wouldn't say they're bad. I'd say they're like. What do you mean? Do you mean like Adam West or like?
Michael Keaton.
I'm talking about the one where he straps a grenade to a
Or
guy's
George
chest
Clooney.
and throws him down a well.
What? Sorry.
I'm talking about the one where he straps a grenade to a guy's chest and throws him down a well.
I don't even know what movie that one's in.
That's in one of the. That's in like the older Batman ones.
I like the one. I like the scene when the Joker pulls the giant fucking gun out of his pants, the huge revolver or whatever.
So he's hiding in a giant magnum in his pants.
Yeah, you know the clip where he's like, whoosh, he's got the fucking big one.
You missed the joke.
Yeah, your penis. I get it. Giant penis, whatever.
You playing Overwatch? No, you're playing Forza.
I'm playing. It's freaking Spider. I want photos of Spider-Man. Do you want photos of Spider-Man?
Me? Nah, I'm good.
Wow, I got an email, guys. There's Epic Game Store.
Wonder when we'll see Black Hat in the main movies franchise.
Never. Not while they're owned
they
by
switched.
MCU anyway, or by not while the MCU is
Disney?
still a thing.
Why?
Because Black Cat, a lot like Catwoman, are very like sexual and kind of flirty in their personalities, and I feel like that doesn't mesh well with Disney's super kid-friendly values.
I chose the wrong character.
It's like, I don't know if it's been confirmed, but there was rumors that the new Deadpool's not going to be an R-rated movie.
Oh, I feel like Ryan Reynolds wouldn't let that.
Yeah, but also it's fucking Disney.
No, it's Fox.
Yeah, but Disney owns Fox. Disney owns the company.
Yeah. Well, if that does happen, then I feel like that
Quagmire has basically not been a character, not been like himself on Family Guy since Disney bought the fucking rights to the Fox. Since they bought Fox. Because, it's Quagmire. Who else but Quagmire? He's Quagmire. Actually, it's one of my favorite, one of the most underrated, but one of my favorite Family Guy jokes is who else but Shirt Pants? I don't know if you remember this, but you remember?
I do.
Yeah, when they get in the fucking in the simulation.
Do we want to prove if Brian and P are friends?
Yeah, so he puts everybody into the fucking simulation, and then he's like, "I got it. My name's Shirt Pants. Who else but Shirt Pants? He's Shirt Pants. He's trying to remember, but he really can't. He's Shirt Pants." Not all that funny. I don't know. I've always I thought that line was fucking hilarious. I'm also maybe the only person left on the planet who still enjoys the ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty.
I've never heard of that before.
You watched all of Family Guy, right?
Oh.
Peter will be all like, "Oh shit, I need a distraction. I need to get out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty." And then they'll just play a Conway Twitty song for like 4 minutes of the episode.
Oh. No, I don't remember.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate them. I don't know. I find them funny. I just think Family Guy's funny for the sake of being funny. That's what I like about it.
I don't
Who
think I
else?
found anything in Family Guy funny. I'm gonna try to watch any few episodes I've seen.
Look up Passion of the Christ 2 on Family Guy Passion of the Christ 2 on YouTube right now, dude. Do it. I dare you.
See you later.
Do it right now.
Okay.
I want to hear your live reaction.
Yeah, have you guys seen that Looney Tunes one where Bugs Bunny is shooting Native Americans?
Yep.
Yes.
You showed it to me on the podcast.
I find it funny.
It is funny.
It's
What's it called?
It was look up. It's Family Guy Passion of the Christ 2.
what a fun and eventful podcast.
Yep.
Are we still streaming?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Sire, he's gone.
Oh, I was thinking for a stop motion series, Deadpool's catchphrase is racial slurs.
That's it. Just that.
Yes, he doesn't even say the N-word or anything like that. It's just racial slurs.
Sick nasty.
Yes.
Is that it?
I showed it to my friend. So I made Deadpool edgy. He says racial slurs. And then I show him. Deadpool shoots the guy in the head. He's like, racial slurs. And he kisses his gun. That's it.
You're crazy.
That's all.
Jesus. You're crazy. I love that so much. Watch he who is without sin kick the first ass.
Oh, there's the darkest female.
Wow, Len's not even gonna fucking acknowledge it.
Hey, don't fatty.
I was expecting that in this one.
You're supposed to watch Passion of Christ too. Watch he who is without sin kick the first ass.
Save them. Stay with House on the Cape. Visit. Few days in advance to give me time to clean. So we can go and arrange a rest.
Now Len's just watching Family Guy clips.
Can't believe they can continue on that pole joke a few more times than that.
Yeah, Family Guy's great. I like Family Guy a lot. I don't know. I like it's like one of the best shows to put on while I'm doing stuff. It also is like exactly my sense of humor, so that definitely helps.
I completed the battle pass.
Was it a Fortnite battle pass?
No.
Lame. I don't feel like playing balloons tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna play. What should I play while we podcast?
I have no idea.
Mm,
What's
uh,
free on Epic?
okay, I'm gonna go back to the movie top for a second. The final fight with Goblin choosing an area where Peter can't live swim was probably a very smart decision.
Yep.
That's it. That's everything I have.
Alrighty. I guess I could play Kerbal Space Program because I got that free. I could have played Majesty. These shirt pants. Sorry. Yeah.
I feel like we'll have a better time talking about the other movie, the later movie.
Yeah.
The quotes are better. The memes are funnier.
I would like to, at some point in my life, I would love to make something Spider-Man.
Power of the sun. All of my hand.
Like, I had the idea for a Spider-Man show
Need more money.
called I called it The Unbreakable Spider-Man.
Remember that?
Yeah, it was a version of Peter Parker Spider-Man that was less athletic but way more tanky. Because it was like thinking about doing it on like a lower budget, so it'd be a lot easier if he did a lot less web slinging. So in his fights and stuff, he's not dodging as much. He's like got armor built into his suit and things. Like, he's still like athletic and can dodge, but it's a lot easier to just have him kind of be able to take hits in defense of people instead. Was how I would have done the fight scenes and things.
That's just Batman.
But does Batman sling webs and shit?
Well, neither does your character from the sounds of it.
He's like, he doesn't like flip around the streets of New York,
Same with Batman.
but he still has like web fluid and shit. It's because I don't have the budget to fucking make Spider-Man swing around New York. That was the plan anyway. If I did, he totally would.
Just do Batman movie at that point then.
But why would I do Batman? Spider-Man's cooler.
This is where differences in our personality come shine through.
Yeah, but you're a little bitch, so Spider-Man's better. Isn't that right, Kenyon?
Why am I?
Because you
I had
fucking...
to don't agree on the bitch part, but I agree on the Spider-Man better.
Spider-Man is better.
Yeah.
It's objective fact, Landon.
Well, I enjoy Spider-Man better, but I wouldn't insult Batman.
Spider-Man's a true gamer. I gotta take another shit.
Okay.
And he runs away from the topic. I call that a win. I didn't even have to say anything.
Yeah.
Taking that as a victory.
What made you a DC fan? Was it like exposure as a kid?
What?
Was it like exposure as a kid
What, to Batman?
to DC? But yes, Batman, if you...
Technically, it would have been Spider-Man then. We're going that route.
Oh, okay.
Because I watched the Ultimate Spider-Man series. Used to watch it every time I was able to watch it. Well,
Yeah,
actually,
everyone
I never
hates on
remember
that.
watch it. I liked it.
I
Well,
enjoy it
because
a
I
lot.
don't know any other Spider-Man media, so...
They do a lot of stupid things. Oh, and I think Bray might be messaging me about the podcast. Hello, Bray, are you watching? Delivery. He's watching the podcast.
Is he gonna try to defend himself on the toilet?
Let's see. It was just him using the bathroom. His reaction. Yes. He said yes, but with a U instead of a Y. The yes. Yes.
Wait, so you used a U instead of Y?
Yes, he used the U.
Frick, we're on the internet. Capitalize on the spelling mistake.
Haha, you spell yes. It's where I win the argument.
Yep.
I'm not going
That's
to
how
read that out
internet
loud.
works.
But he says I'm 30 seconds behind. Hi. Then he says something I'm not going to say.
That's how
Breeze.
long the street delay is?
Yeah. He's here in spirit. He
Hopefully
says
not
hello,
next
Landon.
No. So wait, so he's trying to listen to us talk while on the toilet?
He is listening to us talk. It's just that he's saying to read it. I'm not reading it. Except he's 30 seconds behind, so I don't know what he's saying to read it. What part he wants me to read. Okay, now, since Bray isn't here, Bray can listen. I'm going to say all the hot takes ever, and then make him very mad. Rio shot first. Spider-Man 3 is the worst. Spider-Man 2 isn't good. 6 is better than 5. What else do we agree on?
What, me and you agree on, or that?
No, me and him.
Uh,
He's sending voicemails, but I don't want it.
The stream has been showing quality if there's a delay, because if I do it like pure real time, it's really hard on my internet and like make the stream way less interesting. It'll lag the stuff and make the visuals. I mean, better than Batman Landed. Shut the fuck up. I want you to read the part where I said my aspirin from the Metacritic coming out of my ass. Just play these audio messages into the fucking podcast.
Which one do you think I did, Brady? Did they even pick up properly on the mic?
yep.
Unfortunately.
Except for stuff flying out. I kind of wish that didn't. Yep.
That's why I didn't want to say it.
Understandable.
Well, it's for the quality, like you said. Are you happy now, Brady? Are you not entertained?
What was Goblin's motivation?
He was a military researcher investing in weapons, and he was kicked out by his own board of whatever, his company.
Yeah, bored.
So he wanted revenge. Then he did. He killed them at the thing.
Yeah, and that's
Pretty
it.
much, yes. He was kicked out of his company. He wanted revenge. He got revenge, but the serum that made him super powerful also altered his mind, so he's crazy. That he got his revenge. He still remained evil. Oh, Breeze typing, so that means I did something wrong.
Yes.
Dude, just play these audio messages. Dude, I think eating 4 pizzas give me the shits.
Okay. So, we still got a lot of time before Brady gets back.
Or do you?
Oh,
Do, do,
weird.
do, do, do,
That's
do,
perfect timing. If only the Weezer or
do.
Bad to the Bone thing was still.
Na, 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 na.
You remember when
Oh,
that
jeez, none of us
played
got killed. I'm
twice?
gonna
Perfect
switch
timing.
heroes.
Alright, so what now?
I don't know.
Honestly, we're just talking about random things at this point because we ran out what to say on the first movie.
That's fine. That's like the podcast.
Yes.
Oh, dude. Holy shit. Build a spaceship. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Dude, holy shit. I don't know what I want to do, man. Sorry, that was like, that really wiped me out.
We just end the stream now?
We could if you guys want.
Yes.
I have nothing else to add.
All right. Well then, I guess that's it for this week's episode of the Tan-Gentalmen
Hope you
podcast.
enjoyed us talking about Spider-Man for 10 minutes.
And Batman.
Yes.
We'll do
I-
Batman in a
Batman
future
was
episode.
I sure did. It's pretty much my target audience, anyways.
Bree, you and I should watch the Batman so that we could talk about it with Landon.
If it's a podcast episode, maybe. Kenyon, you should become a regular. You're fun on the podcast, but you'd have to, read. Which you're not
Wait,
good at
I'm
doing.
actually fun on the podcast.
Yeah, I like talking to you, and I think you add a nice layer of... You're like kind of in between me and Landon, which I think adds a nice contrast.
How exactly? I'm confused. You lost me at me, like Kenyan, and fun in the same sentence. That's where I got lost.
Damn, Kenyon.
He's saying that you're normal.
I'm saying that he's cool.
Okay.
Well, he's more normal than us.
Yeah, I like Kenyon. He's cool.
Thanks. I like me too.
That's good, Kenyon. It's important to like yourself.
I want to
Yeah,
as soon as I hop off, I'm going to rewatch this podcast. Just the funny things we say.
Okay, you should clip them and then send them to me so I can make them YouTube shorts.
Yeah, we almost had a clip yesterday, but Brady ruined it.
Yeah. How the
Been
fuck
2
did I
weeks
stop?
waiting on that joke, too.
Oh, I didn't end the stream yet. I should probably do that.
Racial
Did
slurs.
you know what? Did you know what happened?